I mean, they still need the donors. That's what I was reading.
Yeah, well,
every month, because there's a lot of work to be done. I mean,
well,
it's easy to underestimate how much work needs to be done on
well,
a fighting game and balancing stuff and sounds and stuff. So.
Well, there's the bottom line, though.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with Kickstarter, they only get like that one chance.
Yeah, one shot.
That one shot. I mean, they could do a second Kickstarter, but at that point, the trust goes down. Whereas with Patreon,
it's a constant flow.
They constantly get the money.
There's a commitment. Yeah,
and,
I see what you're saying now.
Yeah, and the commitment and the steady flow. So so not even that, but there's also a huge trust value in both the creator and the Patreon and the what do you call a Patriee?
Donor.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway,
you know what I'm talking about. Like, there's a huge trust between
patrons.
There's a huge trust between the person who pays for your game and the person who makes the game. It's not like with Kickstarter where it's like they get the money and then they can do whatever they want with it, and at the end of the day, you have to be left wondering where your money's going.
Yeah.
Here, you know that your money is still.
But I think because, since we're touching on this, because they release a new build every month, I think there is a chance for better trust.
Yes.
Because it's not like, the creators disappear for 3 to 6 months. Oh shit, is this game ever going to get released? With Steam, early access too. I mean, that's the same thing. But at the same time,
this guy got called the hipster on Twitter. He's leaving with all the Kickstarter money he got for this game he was supposed to make.
Yeah, I think the setup. I mean, for a Patreon is a bit different, and it's a bit more.
It's better. I mean, in
some ways,
a part of me kind of feels that it's very weird to get into this with the whole Patreon concept. So.
Well, no, it's kind of like a different way of doing KI. I mean, KI, it was more. They released it. If you want 2 characters or whatever the number was, you can buy that, and then it's a trust. So it's sort of like, but with Patreon, it's by month, right? So the structure is kind of the same, but the commitment by the people paying is like, you can, as I said, you can just drop your Patreon and say, look, I'm not in it anymore. You have no commitment to it, but
and then they'll just
KI
be playing.
is a bit different. You had to pay by the season usually, or by the character. It was up to you. So it was a little bit different.
Yeah, and I mean, you can also pay, like, you can also say, okay, I'm going to take my ball and go home, and then you have that current build, and at least in theory.
Yeah, what concerns me with Patreon, I don't know if this is true or not, but I mean, whatever you pay is what you connect you didn't see this, but you connect your account or whatever, however the system works, they don't show you exactly. And then you get the gold standard, and I don't know if that gets lost later, I don't think so, but I mean, you can't just, you have to keep paying money to be part of future builds. So to be honest, I'm not the biggest fighting fan, so it's a very expensive way to get a fighting game, unfortunately.
Speaking of,
especially
there's
with KI,
there's different standards. There's different standards. There's like different tiers that you can pay for.
Yeah.
And you bought the highest one.
The best one without going broke.
Exactly.
$25 a month. But I mean, that's because I wanted all the characters that they could give, that are available right now, right?
Yeah.
So,
and whereas you can just but you can just go cheap and just buy a cheaper version, and you don't suffer for it.
Yes, you do.
Well, not much, but.
Well, you don't get half the characters anymore. Yeah.
I just also want to add one little thing, which is, the thing is, a Patreon will eventually end, and then you'll be left with the full thing. And sometimes when a Patreon game is made, depending on your tier, you also get bonuses when the full game is done.
Yeah, the game is pretty far along. There's 4 stages I think we should cover too. And so that's not a lot really.
Nobody really gives a crap for stages though. They're not like, fighting game stages are just like flat 2D planes. They just look pretty. It's not like with Injustice or Mortal Kombat X or Super Smash Bros. Where you can interact with the stages.
Well, yeah, in this game, I mean, that's not the style that they're going for. They're going more classic, like Street Fighter.
Yeah, like
Rather
I
than
mean,
more
I can
fighter
probably
action.
understand if it's like, oh, you just don't like seeing the same sort of backdrop
I'm like
over and
that.
over again. But if you're
I am.
but if you're into fighting games, that's not going to matter much to you anyways, because you'll be stuck looking at the same backdrop over and over again, regardless.
Well, I mean, it depends. It depends if you're buying this as the next competitive game, then you probably will play like a billion matches. But if you're playing this as a curiosity, you're probably not going to stay as a Patreon every month because $25 adds up super quick.
Yeah. I
And that's
get-
probably what I'm going to do. As much as I want to support them, I mean, I'm not rich, so they say eventually it's going to be on Steam for who knows how much, probably $10, $20. So I mean, that would probably be in the long run the cheaper option. But
Yeah.
I just thought it was a cool game to try.
So
for
yeah, so I think at this point that's a good segue into the bottom line.
Yeah.
Let's go left to right. Eve, your thoughts?
I mean, it's a great game. It's fun to play, and honestly, I do like the fact that aerial
that's
is
interesting.
different.
And some of the grapples.
Uh,
It's a
but
beginner's fighting game. Sorry.
honestly, like, I don't know if I'd be willing to shell out $25.
It's a lot of money,
Yeah.
especially
That-
when you can buy a fighting game for $10.
That's personally my personal gripe with this game, and you pay $25 a month, but you can also pay less for less. So I mean, it kind of balances out, but you're still paying on a per month basis.
Yeah, exactly.
With the only gist being that you can just pay it for that first month and then just get that current build.
Yeah.
But I mean, like the build we presented so far looks pretty polished, pretty alright to just grab a beer with your friends and play one night, maybe 2 nights of this game and just have oodles of fun playing it. I mean, we had a lot of fun. We were playing like 25. We were playing this game for like half an hour. So
Yeah, and all I can say is the pretty sparkles.
yeah.
Pretty
Like the paint.
sparkles.
You like the paintbrushes?
Yeah.
Yes.
I like the sword
great.
attacks too.
I think the paintbrush girl was probably one of our favorite characters.
Yeah, she's probably my favorite character just because she's different from
I really like the ninja.
Ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah, because basically,
Oh, the female ninja.
Yeah, Setsuki.
Okay.
if I can do the thing,
Suzuki.
Setsuki.
Yes.
yeah, if I can do the things, then I basically win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just right now for me, what bothers me is the balancing. Like, I feel like they need definitely that polish because I feel like if I play as Rook or I play as Paintbrush Lady, I feel like I'm just kicking all the asses, and it feels unfair because I tried playing as the other characters, the sword guy, whatever his name is. But I mean, I have to admit, like I like the classics fighting games. I'm not into them as much as I used to be as a kid or a teenager. But this definitely feels like a beginner's fighting game. Like if someone doesn't play video games, doesn't play like Street Fighter, and
This
it's
would
like,
be a
what's
good
this rotation
introduction.
shit to do a Hadouken? I can recommend this game. I'd be like, don't worry, just button mash, and then I would put it right there with Soul Calibur without the elaborate orchestral music. But like,
I
just-
want to put one thing out there. Soul Calibur has actually become a lot more complex.
no, you can play on multiple levels. I disagree. It's
Yeah.
rock paper scissors. You can play it as a button masher.
Or you can
Or
just
the Marvel.
Or you can just play as Yoda and just curb stomp everyone.
Yes, you can Darth Vader their ass.
No, Yoda specifically, because Yoda can't be grappled.
Yeah,
And he's very tiny.
Yes, so you can only hit him with loads and mid loads.
I don't know if he does a lot of damage though. He's not like Darth Vader.
No,
where
like
he's,
he jumps
chunky.
around and just pretty much is a friggin'
Are you talking about the movie guy or the character in the fighting game?
in the character in the fighting game.
He actually
He's
does
fast,
jump
but he gets
around.
his. I don't know. When I remember playing it, he got hit really hard and.
When I was playing him, he was chopping people up left and right. It was exactly like a reenactment of the scene where he kills the younglings.
I remember when we played it.
Not, that's Darth Vader. Darth
Yeah.
Vader kills the
Yeah, I know.
Yoda went warped.
Yoda was
But
killing younglings.
yes, I can see this game maybe 6 to 12 months down the line. It'd probably be worth to it's just again going back to what you said, the $25 a month. It's a huge investment, and like, and that's where I wanted to lead this, and then I forgot for a second.
I give it. I say if you want to wait, I give it the gestation period, 9 months.
Embryo. Anyways, but no, what I was trying to get to was the Steam Summer Sale is on right now. $25.
Can pay for a lot of games if you don't have any on Steam.
Okay, but yes, I mean right now the sales are so prevalent that you can probably get like friggin' 15 games for $25 or maybe just over. So unless you're a huge fighting game fan, you might prefer to take that route, or
Yeah.
I mean $25 is quite a bit when everything's on sale.
Yeah. So what do you think? Do you want to spend $25 a month for a fighting game that's in pre-alpha, or do you want to spend $25 to get 15 games that are on the discount pile?
Or do you want to pay $25 and put it all to beer one night and just play Street Fighter 2? Or Killer Instinct, which I already own
I wouldn't
for
mind.
Xbox. You wouldn't mind, okay.
Well, I mean,
What's your answer?
I would rather like
Would you
vodka
rather?
or something
Oh.
hard
I
because
don't think-
that's me. But
Your
yeah,
eyes
no,
I'm more of a cooler
Tequila.
guy, so
Mike's Hard Lemonade?
yep.
Doesn't even hit me. I had
Or
3
Four
a week
Loko.
ago. Anyways, 2MI. TMI, I mean 2MI.
Who am I?
2MI, baby.
Two of my done with
This
this.
is what... Done with this crap.
Fuck, we're doing it live.
That's where I feel. I feel like it's a cool game, but it needs more work. I like
Yeah.
where it's going, but $25 is a huge chunk of nickels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot of beavers on my nickels.
yeah.
You
That's
could
a
get-
lot of beaver pelts.
With $25, you can just buy a shit ton of beaver tails.
They're gonna say you buy a shit ton of nickels. A bag of nickels from the bank.
Yes, just go up to them and be
I
like,
feel this is
"I
like
have
15 minutes
$25."
long, so
Yeah.
I'm guessing
I-
25 minutes. Do you want to just wrap this up now?
Yeah.
yes, wrap it
I
up
mean-
with your nickels.
We can easily just cut this down and post.
No, I'm not gonna cut it down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with the watermelons. All right, so I'm done. I have nothing else to say.
I think we've already said what we need to say.
The dragon was badass.
Yes, the dragon. He turns into a dragon.
But the beta guy I don't like. But I like the dragon that he forms into.
Yeah.
It was Charizard all the way. He just grabbed someone and it's like, you
Seismic
like the
tossed
dirt?
his ass.
You don't like bombs, but I can bomb you in the dirt.
Yo.
Yeah. I'm done.
Yeah.
All right.
Adios,
2MI, everyone.
amigos.
2MI.
2MI. Yo.
Grass is bad.
Grass is green.
Grass tastes bad.
Fire bad.
Wubba lubba dub dub.